Good morning, everybody. We woke up to a stormy weather today. A few minutes ago it was just raining. I'm going to do something different. Very last time, I think, if you watch my video, what happened on my previous video, I ran into some big tarpon here at the jetty. So today specifically I'm going to target those. I know it's a gamble, because you know what, there is some fish out there that I don't care what kind of a tackle you use, you're just not gonna catch from the land. But I'm trying to make the impossible happen. I'm trying to catch something that would mean the breakthrough from my channel. So I'm targeting outstanding size of fish today on a super heavy gear. I'm using 65 pound test mainline, 100 pound test leader, and I will throw it on a 11-foot heavy action surf rod with a 10,500 pan reel. I don't even know how heavy that setup is. Probably the entire thing is like 5 pounds. You know, that's the way you turn your spin fishing into a workout, right? All right, let's walk down to the end of the rocks and do the first cast. I got a fish on. Let's see what this is. It's not a tarpon, probably a little snook. Oh, actually it's a big snook. Oh, it's gone, man. He was a monster. Okay, I just got the first bite of the morning on a 2-ounce flare hog jig. I'm off the tarpon this time, man. Actually it was a snook. It was a big snook. I didn't see the entire fish, but I was able to see the head coming out of the water, and let me tell you, that was the size of a bucket. So all we gotta do is just try it again. Fish on. Doesn't feel way too big, but on this big rod, just never know. Oh, now he's pulling a little line. He's pretty decent. Nice fish. Just another day at the jetty with the mailman. Not a big fish, but it's definitely a slot. Let's release her now. There she goes. Let's get ready for the next one. Gotta wait until the jig hits the bottom. Okay, now it did. And then look, I'm not even jigging it. Slow retrieve, this one called a sweeping. So actually you let the current bring your jig and you reel just fast enough to keep it off the bottom. This is a very good technique to catch those big mamas laying down on the bottom. I'm still thinking about that big snook that I just hooked. Didn't feel big on this heavy rod and heavy drag. And she was so green, she wasn't tired at all. And with a head shake, she just got rid of the hook. She was definitely a big fish. She was big. It is what it is. Gotta move on and keep trying it. Actually, I think I already told you guys, failures are my motivation. Moments like this, when you have it, at least you think you have it, and you realize it, you can't always win. Got a fish on. I think it's a tarpon. No, if it is, it's not a big one. Just came up to the surface and he jumped. Let's see what this is. No, this is a snook. A little guy, but a snook. He's tiny compared to the ones that I'm looking for. But it's a fish. Little guy ate this big old jig, man. Here he is, maybe 26, 27 inches. There he goes, little guy. Go, go, go. I got a good fish on. It's a big fish. I don't know what this is. I got a big heavy fish, man. I'm on a very heavy drag. Oh my gosh. Anything, I don't know what this is. It's way over 100 pounds. It's coming a little closer. It's not a tarpon, not a snook for sure. sitting down on the bottom. I'm already exhausted on this heavy gear. Oh, you wanna go? Trying to pull him from a different angle. Broke me off. Probably it was a Goliath grouper. Wow. I can't believe the size. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter what kind of a gear you use. Okay, I'm so exhausted. Do you remember, guys, when I told you at the very beginning of the video there's fish out there, that it doesn't matter what kind of gear you use, you're simply just not gonna catch on the land. Well, 65-pound test braid with a 100-pound leader. This fish wasn't a tarpon, wasn't a snook for sure. Probably was another ginormous Goliath grouper. They are around here, and then there's nothing that you can do to them. Standing on the wet rock, very slippery, on a heavy drag with something ungodly power on the other side of my line. I felt that fish can pull me off that rock in any moment. Literally, I was scared. That's crazy, scary. I never felt this before. And finally, at the end, there's just a few little things that I want to say. This trip was good for one thing. The big fish in this morning was there to let me know that it doesn't matter how confident I get as an angler, how much do I know about fish and how much I know about how to catch them. There is always something that can surprise me anytime. At the moment when I set the hook on that big fish, standing in the dark alone on that slippery rock, I felt small and scared. I gotta admit the truth. I think it's a good word to say, small. Small as a grain of sand. A grain of sand in the hourglass of Mother Nature. One thing I can promise you guys, you may going to see me getting defeated, but you will never see me losing my spirit.